of the show today, we're going to be taking a look at the leaderboard. This is an ongoing feature segment that I'm looking forward to do every show. We have a very active and competitive leaderboard out there, and I want to call out the winners. I want to call out those players who are really striving to keep themselves not only in the top 10, but maybe even the top 5, top 3. And I think there's something to call out here. Let's see here. First of all, at first glance, let's just go ahead and accept that the flag that Tykor, Hooven, and Eric here have chosen is clearly the flag of winners, because the top 3 players currently have that flag. Let's go ahead and take a little closer look at our leaderboard winner right now. Winner on the top of the leaderboard. Number 1, Tykor. He is from, I think I tapped it before, the Persian Empire Alliance. Now let's take a look at what a number one player's base looks like. Pretty spaced out here, I have to say. He has done a great job of making sure an A10 will not take out anything around the target. We can see some pretty high level dome defenses. In the middle there we got a HQ level 20 with some serious air defense and ground defense railgun, metal rain. These are very high level defense structures that you unlock way later on. So congratulations, Tykor, for holding down the spot at 25,602 medals. Anybody out there who thinks they can take on Tykor, I challenge you to capture it and let us know how you did here on Firepower Fridays next week. I would love to see some of these replays. We'll get to that here soon. So, Tykor, congratulations. You are currently the top of the leaderboard. The leaderboard changes every minute, second of the day. It is a competitive leaderboard in which if somebody makes a move, they could make some serious headway in the leaderboard. So right now, Tykor is on the top. And congratulations, Tykor. Up next, we got Hooven. Hooven, I've seen him on the top leaderboards for a while. Looks like he is definitely a contender as well. He's trailing Tykor with 25,560 medals himself. And it looks like he also is from the Persian Empire Alliance. Pick the same flag again. That flag is very popular amongst the top players. Maybe it has something to do with the flag. It's the flag, I don't know. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, getting back to the chat room. Rosie, oh, thought it was a different game. Got it. Oh, so this reminded you of something else? That's understandable. We hope you like it. We hope you play it and you find that it has its own legs and has its own little piece of it can find its way into your heart. Hooven from the Persian Empire. You, sir, are number 2 on the leaderboard today. Let's take a look at your base. This is a lot of fun. Now it looks like he's using trees for cover, which is another great tactic. A lot of players just clear out their trees and focus on, just straight defensive tactics. I want to say that there are going to be some artillery units stuffed behind those trees that are probably giving these people going to this base a nice little surprise they weren't expecting. So that's pretty exciting. Going around this base, looks like I see some level 6 railguns, level 20 artillery, metal rain, gotta love metal rain. Guard tower again, level 20. So these are very upgraded. Number 2 on the leaderboard. He presents a challenge if you want to go to his base. And right now it looks like he's definitely one of the players to beat. He's working his way through the Caribbean right now. So I'm wondering how his oh, look at that win-loss ratio. This guy has lost 12 times, and he's won over 2,000. So I really suggest stepping up your game, and I'm talking to myself here. Yes, to comment on cheap stock in the chat room, the tree cover is smart. I agree. The tree cover is really smart. I love using trees as cover, and just if you use them correctly, you can catch an attacker just way off guard. So kudos here, Hooven. Let's go ahead and go back out to leaderboard and review number 3. Here soon I want to have like little like songs to go into. And number 3, Eric with a K is number 3 on the leaderboards of Empires and Allies today. He has 25,453 medals. He's from the Alliance past the Duchies. Let's see here. Eric, taking a look at your base here, I really have to applaud you for some creativity here. It looks like he's stuck all of his tarmacs there right in the middle. Now, something to keep in mind, the tarmacs are not there really too much for defense. Those are where your troops go and are rebuilt for your attacking. So really I like the use of his tarmacs here and just kind of decorating and giving some, just giving some cover around his base. It looks like he got to get through a lot before he get to his base. Not to mention he has level 8 walls surrounding it. So this is what a third on the leaderboard player looks like in Empires and Allies. Currently it's held down by Eric, 25,453 medals. Kudos, Eric, for holding down the 3rd spot. And actually, it looks like he's definitely making it so that one alliance does not hold down the entire top 3. Kudos to Eric for that, I have to say. So looks like a Persian Empire is one of the top alliances in the game, I'm gonna guess. I haven't even tabbed over there, but they got 2 of the top players. But Eric has snuck his way up there with 25,453 medals. Kudos to Eric. Next up, we got another contender here, Dan Wong from Singapore Armed Forces. That's a mouthful. Singapore Armed Forces. Let's take a look at what his base looks like. This is a 4th on the leaderboard base. 25,426 medals. And looks got some branding there. Singapore Armed Forces, SAF, nice. This is very impressive base here. We got Patriots surrounding the HQ. I mean, I want to say that's a pretty strong tactic because I've tried it myself. Send in a bunch of air units directly to the HQ. It will work on lower level players who have not figured out proper air defense yet, but when you get a little bit higher up in game and you start watching your replays, you will notice that you need strong air defense, and this player definitely has it. So Dan Wong, I salute you and your alliance, the SAF, Singapore Armed Forces. And let's just take a look at his walls here. It looks like he has like 4x4 walls surrounding his base, along with 4 Patriots just right around in metal range. So I can see why he's up there. I can see why this player has 23 losses and 1,800 plus wins, and why he is number 4 on our leaderboard. Dan Wong, I salute you. We got another question in chat. From Quaker300, is there a way to choose who you battle? Like if I want a Facebook friend, or if I want to fight a Facebook friend? Good question, and actually just to answer straightforward, no, not at this time. You cannot choose who you want to battle directly. I can't say I want to battle one of my friends directly. In the future, you never know what we're going to come out with. You never know the additions that are going to, or the feature updates that are going to come. But for right now, to keep a balance, a balanced environment of competition, and not kind of offer opportunity for players to, to take advantage of maybe the game's design, it has been deemed that for right now, can't choose your battles, can't pick your battles at this point in time. But you never know what's coming up, and I mean, if anything, if that's something that you're interested in, please let us know via the feedback. Let us know here in the chat room if that is something that would interest you, and I wager they have. I'm using my mind and my psychic abilities, and I'm guessing I have a developer listening to this stream right now, and I bet you that developer is probably interested in your feedback. So, Quaker300, thank you for your question. I hope that answers it for you. Let's go ahead and dive back down into the game. So we got to spot 4 on the leaderboard. I'm going to do 1 through 5 every week. So up next, we got BBoj 88. From Command and Conquer. I want to give shout outs to Command and Conquer. I was in that alliance for a little bit. They know what they're doing. They strategize. It's a very active alliance, and that is why I want to kind of call it out. Is I really love seeing the alliances that work together, that treat this as a great opportunity to get together and strategize against other players, strategize with yourself, and you're improving your own base design and defense and such. So shout outs to Command and Conquer there, and shout out to BBoj BBoj88. I'm trying to see if that says something. BBoj8? No? Okay. I always am curious if I'm just like overlooking like a elite speak kind of spelling or something, but that's not the case here. Number 5 on the leaderboard, BBoj88, 25,387 medals from the Command and Conquer Alliance, and right now he's working his way through the Caribbean, and he has 1887 wins and 13 losses. That is very impressive. Let's take a look at his base, shall we? So he has a very detailed inner wall structure here. It looks like you are going to do some serious damage before breaking your way through that wall. Now, something I want to call out here is if you'll notice, the very inner wall there, it's level 9. And then he kind of goes out from there, level 8 from there, and then level 3. So you can see that I'm willing to bet that if you were to attack this wall, you'd kind of make some damage in the beginning, which I think is kind of strategic. Like, what if you were seeing the space for the first time, you're like, oh, I could take out a lot of that wall with an A10 strike. Well, if you launched an A10 strike or a Hellfire or something near that and you took out a little bit of the outer wall, you might be inclined to do it again, and that's where those higher level walls are probably going to stop you. So I think that is worth calling out here. But just kind of scrolling around his base, it looks like he's doing a great job of spacing out his defensive units, or I'm sorry, defensive structures. He got a nice little variety of dome defenses. Now, dome defenses are very unique for the fact that you don't know what they are, and it could be an air defense, it could be ground defense. You need to strategize your attack around it being either. It being able to attack either air or ground, essentially. There's a lot of upgrades that you can do to the dome defense units. We'll get back to that when we get to HQ. But just one last shout out to BBoj88 from Command & Conquer Alliance. You are doing a great job, sir. And 25,387 medals is nothing to sneeze at. I applaud you. And that's going to do it for us today for the top 5 leaderboard in Empires and Allies here on, what was it, May 15th, 2015. 5/15/15 is today's date, which is kind of exciting. So